Have you ever felt that just when you need peace the most, it's your own body that turns against you? How many times has your heart started racing out of nowhere, your hands get sweaty, your mind just freezes up, and suddenly it feels like you're fighting an impossible battle inside yourself? What if I told you that millions of people live with this silent paradox every day, where emotional self-sabotage turns your body into your worst enemy? The World Health Organization estimates that over 300 million people suffer from chronic anxiety, and most don't even realize that the real root of their suffering lies within themselves. A lot of people look for answers out there, but the truth is the hardest battle is happening between your own thoughts and the way your body feels. In today's video, we're diving deep into the darker side of emotional self-sabotage. Why does our body react against us? What signals is it sending, and how can we break this cycle? Is there a way out for those who feel trapped inside their own skin? If you're tired of fighting with yourself, this video is for you. Like, share, and subscribe, because it's time to turn your body from an enemy into an ally. Have you noticed how your body always finds a way to tell you when something's wrong? It's almost like it's screaming at you while you try to ignore the signs. That lump in your throat, sleepless nights, shortness of breath, heart palpitations, aches and pains that nobody can explain. And the worst part, traditional medicine doesn't always have an answer. It's a cruel paradox. The body, which should be our safe haven, turns into a battlefield. And most of the time, it starts quietly, a little anxiety before a meeting, a constant fear of failure, that deep feeling of not being good enough. Slowly, these feelings turn into physical symptoms: hair loss, muscle aches, stomach issues, migraines. All of this is your body trying to warn you about emotions you've been ignoring. What about you? Have you noticed any of these signs? Drop a comment below. What is the #1 symptom your body shows when you're emotionally overwhelmed? Have you ever wondered where that inner voice comes from? The one that always pulls you back every time you try to move forward? Self-sabotage hardly ever appears out of thin air. Most of the time, it builds up gradually, fed by past experiences, unresolved trauma, and limiting beliefs we've picked up without realizing it. Science explains that our brains are wired to avoid pain at any cost. That means, faced with the fear of failure, rejection, or abandonment, we develop defense mechanisms. And ironically, those same mechanisms designed to protect us end up holding us back. You procrastinate, avoid challenges, give up before you even try, or come up with excuses not to change. Deep down, it's not laziness, it's self-protection. Your subconscious believes that this way you'll stay safe, even if it costs you your happiness. And here's the thing, self-sabotage is a silent cycle, often learned in childhood. Phrases like, "You're not good enough," "You don't deserve to be happy," or "It'll go wrong anyway," keep echoing in our adult minds, fueling doubt and fear. The more you buy into these beliefs, the harder it becomes to trust yourself, and the more your body feels the impact. Recognizing where this pattern comes from is painful, but necessary. What did you hear, go through, or witness that taught you to self-sabotage? Reflecting on this might just be the first step to freeing your body from this invisible suffering. Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're carrying an invisible weight. You know what you need to do, but your body answers back with exhaustion, aches, and that unexplained fatigue. Sound familiar? When emotional self-sabotage takes over, your body doesn't just feel it, it puts up roadblocks. Science shows that unresolved emotions mess with our nervous system. Cortisol levels shoot up, sleep goes out the window, digestion gets weird, your immune system tanks. It's like your body is building real obstacles, not just in your mind, but in your daily actions too. For example, the fear of failure can show up as a pounding migraine right before something important. Shame or that feeling of not being enough can cause stomach issues, nausea, even diarrhea. Constant anxiety can turn into muscle tension, panic attacks, or even that frozen feeling when you're faced with new opportunities. Self-sabotage turns your body into a real minefield where every decision could set off intense physical symptoms. You can't sleep, you feel random pains, you start avoiding new situations because your body just seems to shut down. And the more you try to ignore these signs, the louder they get. The result? A vicious cycle. Negative emotions trigger physical symptoms. Those symptoms make you feel even more incapable, and that just feeds more self-sabotage. But here's the good news. This cycle can be broken. The first step is to realize that these symptoms aren't your destiny. They SOS signals from your body, begging for compassion. Have you ever been in a situation where it felt like your body was sabotaging your plans? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might help someone else. Before we move on, let me share something personal that happened to me. For years, I, Elena Gray, was an expert at self-sabotage, and I didn't even know it. Whenever a big opportunity came along, whether it was a new project or a promising relationship, something inside me would just freeze up. My stomach would knot, my hands would get sweaty, and that little voice would whisper, "You can't handle this. You're going to mess it up. It's better not to even try." And then out of nowhere, migraines, body aches, sleepless nights. I used to blame work, stress, just being tired, but the truth was something else. My body was reacting to fear, not exhaustion. My turning point came the day I lost a professional opportunity because of a full-blown anxiety attack. In that moment, I stopped everything and asked myself, why is my body holding me back? What am I really trying to protect? It was tough to admit, but I realized that pain was really the fear of not being good enough. An old fear, one I'd carried since I was a teenager, always trying to be perfect so I'd be accepted. Recognizing that pattern changed everything. I started treating my body as an ally, not an enemy. I learned to welcome the fear, to listen to the symptoms, to reach out for help, and above all, to practice self-compassion. Little by little, those physical symptoms faded. And now when they show up, I know it's not weakness. It's just my body sending up a flare for care. Maybe you see yourself in this story. If so, I want you to know there really is a way out. You're not alone in this fight. Self-sabotage only loses its grip when we face it head on. As painful as it might be, looking in the mirror and admitting, I'm the one holding myself back, is the first step to freedom. Start with non-judgmental self-observation. Jot down your symptoms, notice when they show up, pay attention to what situations make your body overreact. Is there a pattern? For example, every time you try something new, your heart races, your hands sweat, or you get so tired you can barely move. Don't run away from the discomfort, sit with it. That's the key to understanding your own cycle. Then challenge your beliefs. What do you really think about yourself? Deep down, do you feel you don't deserve to be happy, that you'll never make it, or that you're always going to be rejected? Identifying those beliefs is essential if you want to start changing them. Now, here's the core point. Break the cycle with small actions. There's no use waiting for huge changes overnight. Start with simple steps. Practice mindful breathing whenever you feel your body start to freeze up. Keep an emotions journal to map out your triggers. Share your pain with someone you trust. Don't be ashamed. Seek out therapy or support groups. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's courage. It's important to remember, making mistakes is part of the process. You might slip back into self-sabotage from time to time, and that's okay. The secret is to not give up on yourself. Every time you make even a tiny bit of progress, celebrate it. Every win, no matter how small, is breaking the old pattern. And never forget, self-sabotage isn't a sign of failure. It is your body as a way of asking to be cared for and listened to. When was the last time you acknowledged your own fear? Drop it in the comments. Your experience might really help someone else. The journey toward reconciliation starts with a simple but powerful step, accepting that your body was never your enemy. It has just been trying to protect you from the pain you've been carrying for so long. It's possible to change this relationship. When you swap self-criticism for compassion, your body starts to respond in a whole new way. See your physical symptoms as gentle alerts, invitations to pause, not as enemies. Instead of fighting your anxiety, try talking to it. What are you trying to show me? What am I ignoring? Practice little daily self-care rituals before bed. Try a deep breathing exercise. Inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath, and then slowly exhale. Feel your body relaxing. Sip some calming tea, close your eyes, and say a prayer, or just visualize yourself healing. Whenever you can, take a short walk and really notice your surroundings. This helps slow your mind and soothe your body. Try therapy, even if it's just for a little while. A professional perspective can open doors inside you that you never imagined. Remember, your body is your biggest ally on this healing journey. Every symptom is a chance to reconnect, to treat yourself with patience and love. If you've made it this far, know this: you are brave. Few people have the courage to face their shadows and turn their body from an enemy into an ally. If this content spoke to you, share, and subscribe to the channel. This helps more people find the strength to overcome emotional self-sabotage. Tell us in the comments, what's the biggest sign your body has ever given you? Your story could change someone else's life. And if you want to go even deeper on your self-healing journey, click the recommended video in the cards, Healing the Silent Storm, Anxiety, Stress, and the Nervous. There you'll find even more powerful practices to lighten the weight of anxiety and stress. You're not alone. We're in this together. And remember, turning pain into strength is possible, one step at a time. See you tomorrow in the next video. Sending you a loving hug, your friend, Alina Gray.